Good afternoon and welcome back to another video. So I started this before I'd started recording, I'd forgotten, so I'm starting with an extended nail bed, so I'm getting that done first. So I just thought I'd explain that before the video starts. This is the lovely Bianca. She has come back. She missed her last appointment for one reason or another, so we're starting off with a brand new full set. And we are doing a few different things on this one, so I thought I'd record this one. So extended nail bed, I put that first bead down, blend it into the back of the nail, and then let it fall down naturally. And then as it's falling, you then put that shape in. So we're doing a chevron shape. My second bead then comes in at my cuticle and blends into that bead, and then we leave that to dry. So just coming in with a little bit there just to build that up. Now you are going to file this. I use an e-file to file this in. So don't worry too much about bulk. What you want is a nice smooth nail bed. So just getting that corner nice. I'm using Amor to build this nail bed. And then on this one we are doing a full finger of Amor. So the first bead goes on at that cuticle. And as you can see, tap those sides in and then pull the product down. So I'm just patting and pressing and pulling. Just getting that all down there. So I'm letting gravity do the work. You can see how the finger is pointing right down here. So next bead goes on where that last one ended. Just get it nice on the sides. I'm using my size 10 brush today. We are also using CJP's Fantasy. And this set was inspired by a picture that Bianca brought in. It does feature Linework, which is something I've never done on a client, so thought I would record this one. I have recorded and left in most of this set, bar the chrome finger, which didn't go to plan. But I did that at the end anyway, so just building that shape. Like I said to you before, I prefer to build my nail as perfectly as I can with my brush so that I don't have to file. This set, all told, because of the different elements, with a couple of breaks, both myself and Bianca have fibro as well, so sitting for more than sort of an hour or so really does wreak havoc. So we had a couple of breaks, but all told this took around 3 hours and 20 minutes. So lots going on. So on the thumb we are doing an ombre. So first bead of coconut milk goes on that join area and blend it straight back. I then pull the product down to the tip. Come in with a second bead on that free edge so that we get that opaqueness we want. Blend it down and then turn my brush around and blend it back. I then leave that to dry. Now we are doing a glitter swoosh on this nail, so the blend doesn't have to be perfect, but I do like my ombres, so you know, you could have left it as it was. So once that's white's done, I'm then going to go back. I'm going to file this. I apologise for going out of shot. So 100 grit file, and you're pushing up against that Amor. You're not pushing down onto the nail bed, and we're getting this as sharp as possible, because what happens is you get your colour on, get it nice and even, and then when you file it in you get that beautiful sharp shape, which is what you want. So on the bottom here we are putting Fantasy. So these are two colours I've never put into a French style before, and to be honest seems like a lot of work considering we then come in over the top of it with the line work. it would have been quicker and easier to do it with gel polish. But you know, it's not often I get to try sets like this. So yes, it took the time, but it was worth it. Definitely worth it. So that first bead goes on at the tip, and then I blend it up towards the corners, and then I add more product. And what I'm trying to do is to build the shape of that nail while getting that product up into them wings, making sure we've got coverage where we need it. And making sure we've got enough there that so when we file it in, you've got that lovely, lovely chevron. I would never have tried these two colours together, but we were doing, because of the ombre and stuff, it was just, that's how the picture was, so it was the closest colour I had. So Bianca does like her nails long, and she manages perfectly well. She normally goes 4 weeks without too many problems. So that ombre, first bead of Amor goes on the join, and we then bring that forward, so it's quite watery. Then we come in with a cuticle bead, so tap, tap, swipe, tap, tap, tap. So you're pushing it out to the sides. You want to make sure you get them sides covered. And then you pull the product down, not quite opaque enough, go in with another bead. Same again, tap, tap, push out to the side, swipe down, tap, tap, push out to the side, swipe down, and then you pull the front of that bead down. And as I said to you before, if you do this and you pull it down too far and you start to lose your white, go back in just like this with a small amount of white at the tip just to freshen it. At this point, I would then normally cap that blend with clear. We're not doing that, we're putting glitter on. So I'm coming in with dusty pink fine glitter from Tracy Lou, and on the middle, up around the cuticle, and then down the other side. So we get that nice and neat, and this is what gives you that lovely swoosh, that flowy, there is no other word for it, it's a swoosh, that flowy feeling. So your ombre doesn't have to be perfect under this. We then come in with strawberry cheesecake. So bit of that. I'm not putting the big bits up around that cuticle bit. You want to keep that nice and fine. And once that is on, we are then coming in with White Wizard over the top of that, also from Tracy Lou. We both loved the thumbs, and I don't like thumbs normally, and I wouldn't normally put glitter on thumbs, but Bianca does like to have every finger different, so it's a nice opportunity. So we are doing full glitter on this little pinky finger, so we're coming in with that dusty pink first, just to give us that coverage. So just a thin layer, just get it nice and neat near the cuticle. We are then picking up the strawberry shortcake again. Sorry, strawberry cheesecake. Giving you the wrong name of the glitter. And then on this pinky, we then add in a small amount of Sahara May, which we were going to repeat on the other hand. However, Bianca wasn't as keen on this nail, so we decided not to use Sahara May on the other hand. So it is just on this finger. So I'm not picking up large amount, I'm just dotting those larger pieces because it's more of a multi-cut glitter. Sahara May is a iridescent glitter, hollow glitter, beautiful. But she wasn't as keen on this now, so we didn't repeat it on the other one. Once we've got that on, let that set. I'm going to go back and cap the thumbs. So wet that glitter first, wet bead, and I'm putting it not quite at the top because it's a large nail. So tap, tap at the top and then just swipe. So I tend to pull more with that wetter bead just because it gives you that clarity. And you're checking the angles as you're doing this so that you can see where you might need more product or you need to build more of an apex. So another bead just on that side there, and swipe. So just ordered my new glitters from Tracy Lou, so I can't wait for those to come, because everybody loves these. They're my most requested glitters, are the Tracy Lou ones. So just checking out a little bit more product on that end. Bianca does have a couple of young children, so obviously we do need that strength there, but I did file this into shape better. So you're looking for that glitter to go matte, so just wet that. Nice wet bead, helps it travel down. You can see me pointing that finger down, tap tap swipe, and then just pull. Nice and easy. So what I do with people that want designs like this, sets like this are what draw people in for you. So if you are starting out, it's always handy to have clients that will try different stuff for you, because it helps build your business. So the reveal on the filing, so I'm using my e-file bit. It's a fine safety bit, and we are filing that extended nail bed, that chevron French, to reveal that sharpness. Really happy with this nail. For a little while I was e-filing all of my nails just to get that cuticle nice and flush, but recently I have been hand filing because I wanted to make sure that I was getting better at that. I do thin the barrel of this nail out to make it a bit slimmer with the hand file. So we're coming that hand file, side walls, free edge, and I do this on all of the nails and then go back and do the cuticles. So on this one I do it now and then I come back and do it again to make it a little bit narrower. I'm just keeping that file really straight. So the middle finger was the index finger was a plain nail of Fantasy, because we would be putting black gel polish over that to put the chrome on, so I didn't show me building that one. So side walls. Do like Tracy Lou's files for this, they are very sturdy. You need one that isn't going to bend too much. Lovely nail, that one, look. I will say as well, this set took a bit longer. It was the last set of the day, you know, I do get a little bit slower. So then coming over the cuticle and the side wall of that nail, over the top, down the other side, and then we work on the barrel of the nail. And the whole time I'm filing, I'm checking that angle, I'm checking the apex, I'm checking the lower arch to make sure the nail's coming straight out from the nail bed. You just forget you're doing it. It's like driving. You know, when you've been driving quite a while, you don't even think about what you're doing or why you're doing it, you just do it. It's the same with the filing. So again, around that cuticle. So I'm just using my thumb. So get that nice and flush. Same with the other side. So you can see that I'm using my thumb as a barrier so that I'm not catching her skin. I have sped this whole video up, as always, to get it all in. So what I've done is I've left the line work in and the gems. Couldn't credit the original artist because there wasn't a name on it. You tend to find that if people get pictures from Google. Yeah, very happy with the shape of this. So then just refining. And again, I'm going back, you know, so around that cuticle. So if I go back to doing the side walls and the free edge, I then go back and do the whole barrel of the nail again, just because it's a good habit to get into. So Bianca actually went 5 weeks before she lost the nail at all. It just so happened, because of circumstances, she wasn't able to come in sooner, so she actually removed her nails herself before she came in. So I'd probably say if I was working straight through, if I didn't take any breaks, I would probably been able to do this set in about 2.5 hours. But like I said, we were on a bit of a go slow yesterday. I now have 2 days off. But quite pleased with the line work. It's not something I've done before. So as always, products are all CJP for my acrylic. I am using CJP's Linework fine brush for the line work. But I have ordered 3 fine liners from Tracy Lou as well, because I like the look of those. I'm just coming in with my buffer. And then the same again, so you can see around that cuticle, right over the top, nice and slow, down the other side. And supporting that nail bed. When I'm filing those sides, I'm holding the nail either with my middle finger from one side and my thumb from the other, just so that you're not flexing the end of that extension, because it can be quite uncomfortable when they're long. So there you go. And then onto the thumb. Same again, you can see me supporting that nail when I'm filing. So get those side walls and that free edge first, and then around that cuticle, up the side walls, nice and gentle. You see that twatty bit of glitter right in the middle at the top. Always a bit. But you know, she loves her glitter, so it's not a biggie. It would have been perfect if it hadn't been for that. Well, not perfect. I don't think any of my nails are ever perfect. I don't think they ever will be, because I'm just that sort of person. Getting a notification there, so I apologise if you hear that. So yeah, love the nail files from Tracy Lou. I also like CJP's nail files. Tracy Lou's just last a little bit longer. And as I said before, I do spray my nail files in between clients with sanitizer spray. I also throw them away if there's a nick, a cut, I would throw it away if in doubt. For me, working from home, I just don't find it necessary to use a new file every single time. Plus, I'm not confident with a new file around cuticles. So turning her hand around, and we're flat filing. So flat filing the sides, flat filing that end, because you get that sharp, crisp shape then. And if you do this and get it at the beginning, the nails don't go out of shape as quickly. So fine liner brush, I'm using CJP's gel paints. We are following that chevron with this first bit. I have done these random lines. I haven't picked a design at all. I've just randomly done them because she wanted every finger different. So just doing that. Because they're gel paints, you cure them in a LED UV lamp. So middle out to that side. At this point, I figured it looked a little bit like a star or the start of a Union Jack flag. So I then came in with 2 others. And we're going to be putting a gem right in the centre of where they all join. So no, they're not perfectly straight. And there we go, down right across there, just to take away that Union Jack image. And we then cure it in the lamp. I then go to the other side finger and do the same but slightly different design. So I'm putting a dot in the middle to give me a guide. We're going to be putting a gem there, gives me a guide of where I'm going to. So not the neatest, you know, but it's the first time I've done it. So and it's the first time really that I've used this brush for straight lines. So I'm very much getting used to it, but I love the brushes. they're great. So just try and anchor your hand on something. That's, you know, use your little finger. As I'm doing, you can see it's anchoring on the other hand. So this one, definitely not perfect, but you know, the anchor liked it. It just wasn't as geometric as I wanted. So going back to the other hand, little dot to mark my middle. And then we're going to do sort of like a sunray effect. So you can see I'm getting a bit more confident with the brush. Straight down. Pleased with that. Straight down. And then straight down the middle. And then I cure that and then I come back and do 2 more lines, but you'll see that in a second. Started in the corner on this one. I bought the whole set of gel paints from CJP. I can't remember how much they cost. It must have been about £35, I think, for 7 colours. So looking forward to using these again. Look at that, straight down, boom. Right, so once we have done this, I will then come in and add the gems. So we'll show that in a second. And then after that, it goes straight to a video of the finished set. I really like this nail as well. I loved the nude nails with the geometric on. I loved that. So I'm looking forward to doing something a little bit more difficult. When you make a mistake like I have there, if you've got it on your thing, clean your brush off and then just come in. So there you go, just cleaning it off with my nail and a bit of cotton wool. And then I clean my brush off and come in with a little bit of acetone to line it up. Look at that, just tidy it. There you go, nice and easy. So just come in with 2 lines there. We are then going to add gems, and like I said, then you go straight to the finished video. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Any questions, feel free. And I will be back very soon with another video, but very, very pleased with how these came out considering. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'm going to get on enjoying my lazy Sunday. Talk to you all soon. Bye bye.